There with Care is a local organization that provides essential support to families with a child facing critical illness. To ease their burdens, they provide food security, housing stability, transportation to treatments, and family essentials. Here to tell us more is the executive director of There with Care, Hansen Sweeney, along with Sam Hakimi. Sam, Kathy, thank you both so much for joining us here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to be here with you guys.
Yes, we are excited to talk about all of the amazing services that There with Care provides. For our viewers who maybe never heard of the organization, give us a breakdown, Kathy, of what you do.
Thank you, Olivia. You gave a good one when you started off, but There with Care provides meaningful and fundamental services to children and families during the critical phase of a medical crisis. We've been providing services here in the Bay Area since 2011 and started with our first family in 2012, so about 11 years. We partner with children's hospitals, Lucille Packard Children's Hospital at Stanford and UCSF Benioff Children's Hospital in San Francisco at Mission Bay, and they're social workers. So when their social workers refer a family to us, that's when we begin to provide care for families.
Yeah, that's amazing. And when it comes to some of this care, I know we were speaking to you, Sam, about your direct experience with this, but what are some of those services that you provide? Let's get into that first, Kathy.
Sure. So like you mentioned, we do home stability, we provide food assistance, transportation assistance, and we support the whole family. So we provide patient and family essentials. Whatever they need, we try to meet the families where they are at that time. So we have one of our program coordinators reach out to the family once they're referred to us to find out what could be most helpful to them.
That's amazing. So it sounds like it's very personalized for each family that goes through this process. Sam, you yourself, you, your family, have been a recipient of There with Care services. Tell me about your experience and when you first learned that you could be working with this organization.
When my son was first was diagnosed in March 2022, and it was just extremely tough for us as a family. We didn't know what we should do. He gets treatment at Stanford Children's Hospital, and through the social worker, we were introduced to There with Care. And from onwards after that, it was an amazing experience because there was a lot of times, you know, that you have to focus on every other areas too while you're concentrating on children's health, your child. There with Care been a huge support in there, so then you can focus on your child well-being and his treatment. There's a lot of well-being, as I said, you know, necessary stuff at home that usually we for granted and we don't even look at those things, that how important it is. They've been there, so we continuously going through the treatment for my son. It's in the hospital, but There with Care has been just an amazing support. You know, can't say enough about that.
Yeah, that's incredible. I love hearing personal stories, and I could tell that this is something very deep and personal to you, so thank you so much for sharing that with us, a little bit of your story. Yeah, and Kathy, when it comes to Sam's situation and their family specifically, what made this a great fit for There with Care to help provide your services?
Well, Sam's family came to us, like he said, in March of 2022, and we started providing services in April, so a month later. Typically, we serve families for an average of 3 months. Sam's is a little longer, but, you know, it's really how we can best help support that family during the time they're getting treatment. Sometimes treatments take longer than others. On average, it costs about $3,000 for us to serve a family, but really we don't turn any families away, and we try to just be with them as long as we can to help them through their crisis.
And what is that process like? Because there are so many people out here, right, who are going through crises, who are dealing with very difficult situations. So what is the process like in terms of narrowing it down to which families you can help and support?
That's a great question. So we really rely on the social workers. They help determine, for example, 94% of the families we serve are in financial distress. So that's a big determinant of how we can help families and that are referred to us.
That's amazing. And then Sam, let's bring it back to you and your story. What specific services have you experienced with There with Care that you would say helped alleviate some of that toughness in terms of having to deal with an illness with your son and taking on the burden of everything else in terms of caring with your family?
Sure. Transportation.
That's a big one.
A huge big one. Household goods, you know, groceries, anything that could support running a family so you can concentrate, you know, on the well-being of the child. So it's been it's a huge support.
And how would you say that that's personally affected your family, just receiving a little bit of that support?
So we could concentrate, on my son's well-being, focusing on his health, while There with Care has provided us those supports. We could have, give us the comfort in such as area that now we can concentrate on Aryan's health, versus worrying about other stuff too.
That's amazing. And that is the most important part, right?
Absolutely.
To focus on your son's healing and his health. Incredible that There with Care has provided so many services for families out there. But what do you guys need from others? How can people support There with Care?
Sure. So we have a comprehensive website people can go to at therewithcare.org. And then once there, you can select the Bay Area. We have ways people can get involved as a volunteer, lots of different ways. We really rely on our volunteers to help us deliver the services to families. And then during the season of giving, we have an opportunity if people want to make a philanthropic donation. We have a match up to $100,000 that's matched dollar for dollar through the end of the year, through December 31st.
Oh, that's incredible. And I'm glad you talked about that initiative. So the organization There with Care is actually matching any donation up until December 31st, up to what?
$100,000.
$100,000. That's an amazing amount.
Yeah. So we have a generous, longtime donor and advisory council member who's made that possible.
That's incredible. So in terms of, if you're speaking to the families out there and there are people listening to this wondering, how can I be one of these families that receive some of these services? How do they go about being a family that receives the services from There with Care?
Well, they really have to come through us, referred to us through a social worker at one of the children's hospitals. That's the way families do come to us. So once they are referred, we don't turn anybody away, but that is the channel.
And Sam, what would you say to families out there who are listening to your personal story? What would you say is the biggest takeaway or encouragement for them to get involved with There with Care?
Supporting family in such a difficult times when they go through. It's just the stressful time that you can think of it. So, but such a support to concentrate and focus on your child's health, it's a huge support. It's a huge help.
Beautiful. And one more time, before I let you go, Kathy, let everyone know how they can get involved and maybe even donate if they'd like to.
Sure. Just please go to our website at therewithcare.org.
Amazing. Thank you both. Kathy, Sam, we appreciate it.
Pleasure to be with you.
Thank you. Of course.